Oh, yeah, it's that time again. Here we go. It's the top 25 that actually makes sense. So, welcome into the Voice of College Football, best discussion, debate, and analysis based on your participation. All right, this is a resume ranking. It's not about my opinion. It's not about recruiting rankings, the amount of talent on the rosters, who would win a game 3 weeks from now. It's not a projection or prediction. It is about the resume right now as we stand. Not necessarily the 25 best teams in the country, but the 25 best resumes. Nobody knows who the 25 best teams are. Nobody knows that. Who do I think are the best teams? Well, right now, probably Michigan and Georgia. And then right behind them, probably Ohio State, Penn State, Washington, Oregon, even though they lost that game in Seattle. That was a flip of the coin on the road. Texas certainly is in there. Oklahoma, I may have mentioned. Alabama, Florida State. Those are the best teams in the country. This is about the resume. It's about, number one, wins and losses, the results on the field. Number two, it's about your opponents. Who have you played? What's the schedule look like? Number three, it is about performance. So there is more weight given to, let's say, if Alabama would have defeated Arkansas yesterday 50-0, that would have been given more weight than the result as it was in reality, 24-21, a close ball game against a pretty marginal Arkansas team. Let's also consider, because I know what happens when the comments roll in, the comments are about 90% are about this past weekend. It's not just about the past weekend and the last game, and it's not just about the toughest game on the schedule, the best win, or the one loss. It's about all of it. It's about the complete resume. And you know what? The resume changes from week to week, not just based on the additional game that's been played. Take Ole Miss, for example. Ole Miss didn't play this past weekend, but their resume still changed because the teams on their resume, on their schedule, all went out and played more football games and looked better or looked worse, posted positive results or negative results. Let's get to the top 25 that actually makes sense. Tulane's at number 25. They make an appearance here. UCLA at 24, Tennessee 23. Air Force at number 22 at an undefeated 6-0. USC at 21. Our number 20 team in the nation is Iowa. Elsewhere in the top 20, you've got Mizzou, you've got LSU, you've got Notre Dame and Louisville. See those back-to-back matchups right there? Notre Dame, Louisville played, so did LSU and Mizzou. We've got Utah, Oregon State at number 14. Oregon is number 13 in the nation. Duke is 12. Ole Miss at number 11. In the top 10, Bama, Texas, Michigan, Ohio State, and Washington. In the top 5, it looks like this. Oklahoma, Penn State, Georgia at number 3, North Carolina at number 2, and the number 1 team in all of college football right now, based on resume, is Florida State. So there you have it, the top 25 that actually makes sense. And yes, we honor head-to-head. However, there are situations where, for example, there's a head-to-head win like Louisville over Notre Dame, or other situations where a team may have defeated another team, however, their record isn't as good. So we honor the head-to-head as long as the record is close. Or we get to this point in the season, and we arrived at this point last week, where you cannot always honor head-to-head. Let's see if I can get this straight. I spit it out last week. Utah beat UCLA. UCLA beat Washington State. Washington State beat Oregon State. And Oregon State beat, guess who? Utah. So you can't rank them in order based on head-to-head. It becomes impossible at this point in the season, but I still look at it and still honor it when possible. It's about the resume. Leave your comments below. I want to hear from you. Join us on the Big Ten Live show that we present every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Otherwise, we've got too many shows to list, so they're all over the place. We've got 15 team channels. Lock it in. Big 12 channel, SEC channel. Please subscribe. Check out those channels. Those links are in the description section below. Right here at the Voice of College Football.